For more great content, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell.
Hello everyone and welcome back. It's an honor to be back with my co-host Tyler. And Tyler, we got to start off the year with a bang. You know, we have to bring in the big dogs right away.
Yeah, so in 2021, I talked a lot of I mean, let's be honest, I talked a lot I mean, my burly haired ass talked a lot of this entire year. I talked about tens, talked about yay. I brought in NA players on the ground just to hype them up. I talked to Europe almost every other week. Even after a game it beat Envy at Berlin, I still said that NA was going to win champions. Every single day I believed until champions actually came. And just like every other goddamn Riot tournament ever formatted, we failed. We were embarrassed. We got trounced and we got eliminated. We got thrown to the airport before anyone else. So, yes, Yinsu, you're wearing your Ascendant jersey, and that could only mean one thing. I tried to hide from it. I tried to run away from it, but I cannot. I'm just over it. Europe is superior. It's the best region in the world, and that's why we had to bring on one of the best players in the world from the world champion Ascendant Club. It is the Flux Master himself. It is Starkzo. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. Maybe not the best one in the Europe, but hopefully soon. Hello everyone.
I think so. I think you're definitely easily one of the best ones in Europe. I've seen some arguments being made, but I know what you're like. So 2022 will get you that title as well as maybe another Champions one. But I want to rewind back to Champions and talk about the jerseys. Tyler and I have done a tier list this week as usual. We want you to roast it. I'm going to send you mine first here in Discord. So this is how I've rated the jerseys of Champions. Now, I'm going to just quickly talk about my choices real quick. So for me, we had this conversation before the show started. I think the glaring one that you might be confused about is why I didn't put Ascend in Elite. It's because I tried to buy this jersey because there were the flags on the sleeves, which I thought was so cool. Like all of you guys had your Polish flags, the Turkish flag, and I wanted to buy one, and it was not customizable for like the general public, and that really annoyed me. So
hey,
for that reason,
you can't win any world championships anytime soon, buddy.
It annoyed me because I wanted to buy one, but they won't let me put a flag on it, so I put it in good out of spite, and it's very petty. I have no other reason except for that. And in terms of all of the other jerseys, I felt like there were so many black jerseys with pattern on it that I was just sick of it. I was just like, all of you can just go in, I don't care. And I honestly feel like the Envy jersey is ass, like straight up ass. So Starkzo, what'd you make of my list?
Okay, let's start with that. I love black color on everything I wear and everything I use, so you have first minus from me, but it's fine.
But don't you think all of the black ones at Champions all looked really similar? Just
Yes,
with different logos.
yes, that's true. They look like they look similar, but it's still black for me, so I really like them. Okay, let's check. Yeah, the Envy one looks. I would agree with you. Let's put it to Bean.
But the thing is, the Envy jersey before, like, you know, the colors, the logo, like before,
black, right?
Yeah, and it was cool.
Yeah,
it was like navy.
So
it was like navy.
It was cool.
Blue.
It was
like a
cool
dark navy. Yeah.
It was cool color. So I don't know why they changed it, because
Now
when I saw
white.
them walk on stage, I was like, what is this?
It's not Envy.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit their org that has like 10 years of tradition, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, your first world championship, and you're just gonna come out in a white T-shirt with a little blue text Envy.
Yeah, it didn't look right for me. But I will say that the reason I've put Cloud9 in good, as from all the black ones, is I have one and it's actually quite nice. So I'm a bit biased, but all of the other ones I just don't care, you know.
I'm trying to look the third one in good tier list. It's team. Which team is it? I forgot.
Oh, Full Sense, the third one.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
flames.
those guys. I forgot those guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Weren't there that long.
but but I don't like this. I don't like this.
Oh,
No,
why
I
not? What don't
agree.
you like? What don't you
Yeah,
like?
but it's black. It's black as well.
It's got flames on it.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
don't
a
like this.
that's what like a 12-year-old wears to be cool.
Yeah.
You
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a flame on my
Oh, no.
my shirt.
Oh no.
I would more replace it with secret maybe if I had to
Oh.
replace it.
You prefer the secret one?
Yes.
Secret just looks
I
like an
like it
Oreo
too.
cookie.
Yes. I like Oreo.
Problem solved. What do you make of the other white jerseys? Because like we have so much black, and then we've got, I guess, the MV white, the X10 white,
The Vikings white.
the Vikings, and Team Liquid. What do you think?
Yeah,
of those?
I love the Team Liquid ones. I always love their merch. Like their things they make, they are insane. Like literally everything they make is insane. So it always looks dope on players, and the crew one also looks insane. I would put them both like on top. I
Yeah,
think.
Crew owns that color. Like it's like
Yeah.
they've done a great job of like owning like the hot pink, like the magenta color. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the Unicorns of Love jersey? They just signed a Valorant team, and their jersey looks incredible. It's like
they're like pink or
yeah.
pink, but that's like
No,
lighter
it's
pink.
it's pink camo.
Oh,
So it's not even. It's like it's pink patches camo. It looks incredible. I feel like because Crew's dominated, like you said, the hot pink market.
yeah.
But Unicorns of Love have come in now, and they're like.
I mean,
oh.
I'm American, so I love camo. We just love camo. Ooh, army stuff. Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna show you Tyler's list now,
Alright.
which is a bit different from mine. So this is what Tyler thinks. Starkso,
Yes.
what do you make of this?
I mean,
Okay.
I think there's four. I think there's four elite jerseys. I think it's Crew. I think it's Sentinels. I think it's Ascend. I think it's Gambit. Those four. I think all four of these teams have like very much dominated their like branding in terms of like we know what
Liquid looks so good.
Liquid have done so many better jerseys. And you know what? I worked for Liquid in 2010, and you know how much they paid me, Starkso? I wrote for Team Liquid in 2010. I wrote about StarCraft. Guess how much money I made from them?
$20.
No, that's way too much money. I made zero. Now they're a multi-billion-dollar company, so you, Nazgul. You. I still love. I love Liquid. I love them, but I mean, they've done better jerseys. I love Liquid, but there's been better jerseys than the plain white one that they've had.
I like it.
They've had some bangers
like
in League and CS:GO where I just can't put that in Elite. But I think the four at the top are like they've owned their style. I think Ascend. I think you guys are known for the purple, but I think the white and the purple worked really well. Even though Yinz is a hater because you can't put a Union Jack on the sleeve.
No, I wouldn't have gotten a Union Jack. I would have got a turkey flag.
Okay.
But it just annoyed me that because I think the patch looked so cool. Like the flags looked it was such a nice detail. But they just didn't
You
have.
wanted to cosplay scene
available.
that. I understand.
I mean, I don't think anybody can cosplay scene.
I mean,
I need a few more practice. I have a few more hours on the server. But yeah, I think that the obvious question is, Starkso, what do you think about the fact that he likes the Envy jersey?
I'm North American. That's the only reason.
True. Obviously, he'll put them like above, like the bean because it's from NA.
I'm from NA.
So
it's just some bias.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let him.
It's ass.
Hey, North America has a lot of ass in it, and so we've had a lot of shit. I gotta support the boys. So
All right. Okay. We'll make one now with you, Starkso. We'll see what you really think of all the jerseys. Do you want to start from the top, the elite ones, or do you want to start from Binet?
We can start from bean.
Okay. What would you bin?
Okay, let's see.
Just all of them.
Yeah. I had to put Ascend on top. Okay, I would be in, as I said before, and I already forgot Full Sense. Okay, I didn't forget. Okay, it's Full Sense. I don't like it. It's just not for me. And
12-year-old
Crazy Raccoon as well, I think.
Yeah.
It's like
Generic.
1990 year
Yeah.
or something. Okay, don't care. I wouldn't actually care about NV and X10.
Okay.
That's it. And maybe Furia. We could put Furia as well.
They have such a cool logo too. Like I feel like you could do so much.
Yeah.
You can do so much cooler uniforms than what they
Yeah.
did with a
They could have been
Panther.
green. If they made it green, I think it would have been sick.
Yeah.
Just because of
Logo
Brazil.
is insane.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
because their logo is black, so like if you put black on black, it looks so weird.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So don't care. You would put Envy, Furia.
And Crazy no, right? No, Crazy Raccoon was Bean.
Yeah, you bin them.
So it's X10, right? Now.
Mm-hmm.
X10 and Furia, right? I don't
Yep.
remember already.
And Envy.
Okay.
You said.
And Envy, yeah.
Yeah.
And A, yes. Okay. Not bad, could be better. Yeah, output. Actually, Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Secret. And Fnatic, I think. I think like Fnatic could make way better jersey. But
Yeah.
it also looks insane, like better in real life than on photos, I think, I would say.
Do you think?
But
I don't know. I
yes.
think it's a bit boring.
But it looks cool for me, at
Yeah,
least.
you like it?
Yeah. Okay, for good
Mm-hmm.
output, Vivo Kid,
Ooh.
Cloud9. Wait, Vikings what was in the middle, right? I put
Yeah.
Vikings already. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You got Vision Strikers, Crew, Sentinels, Ascend, and Gambit, and Team Liquid left.
Okay, so it's Vision Strikers here, Cloud9, Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's it. I think I would put rest on top, to be honest.
Ooh, even Sentinels?
Yes.
It's Sentinels, baby.
I
It's
like
fine.
it. I
It's
like
fine.
it a lot.
Yeah.
I like the Sentinels.
Similar than I mean, different than others, I would say, right? Like, not a lot of teams have red and that type of jerseys.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have
Yeah.
a random question because you guys have hoodies too, like the grey hoodies,
Mhm.
but like only Bone Cold ever wears it.
Yeah, because
is there a reason?
he's from Finland, you know.
Oh.
It's always cold for him everywhere. Anywhere we are, he's just like full jacket, hoodie, long pants, even like, you know, how do you call this? Gloves,
Oh,
right?
gloves.
And hat for the winter. And he's like full snowman mode. Everyone is in t-shirt or something, and he's like, "Oh my guys, it's so cold." And you're always laughing, but it's fine, right? He's from Finland, so
That makes sense. I did
Yeah.
wonder why, because when you're on stage, you guys all wear the jersey and Bone Cold wears a hoodie. So I'm
yeah.
I wondered why that was.
Yeah.
Okay, I think your list is pretty good. I think we all agree on the elite tier. I think like the Crew, Gambit, you know, Sentinels. I think they look pretty good. All right, Tyler is temporarily stepping out, so I'm going to carry on with the episode and talk about champions now, Stark. So it does, I mean, we've had a little break now. You know, we've had Christmas, we've had New Year since Champions, but it still feels like it was quite recent. It didn't feel like that long ago. Now you've had time to kind of like have a little break. How does it feel? Is it really surreal that you guys are the first ever Champions winners in Valorant?
That feels amazing, obviously. Like we say on every interview, it's like incredible feeling, and we probably won't forget it. Like for a lot years probably, and it will be on top of our achievements for a long time, unless we win next Worlds. Who knows? So yeah, like no tournament will break that achievement probably. But yeah, it's time to move on. For me, it's already past. Like I'm not the guy that will think like, yeah, I'm world champion, and yeah, what they can do to me, I just destroyed everyone. I'm champions, and I'm so good. Like if you come with that mentality, people will destroy you because like they have nothing to lose, and you underestimate them, and this is how you like drop your crown, I would say, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you know how it feels like when you guys won Masters 1, after you won that, everybody wanted to beat you. Everyone's like, we want to play against Ascend. Everybody studied you. They know what you're going to do. So how competitive do you think it's going to be going forward, knowing that, you know, similar to Masters 1, but winning champions, it's like not European teams I want to beat you. It's like every team in the world wants to beat you.
Yeah, I hope it will be like even better than this champions. Like the year, like we had amazing teams coming into champions, and we showed that EU has so many talented players, so many talented teams coming, and the teams that are forming right now for the upcoming tournaments, like are insane. I'm already scared of playing them. So hopefully it will be even better this year.
Actually, are there any teams that you feel like could do a lot of damage? Obviously, you don't have to play the qualifier, so you get to watch everybody. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Definitely FPX. We've beaten them in Masters 1. We were so happy. Like we were like I think first team to like beat them finally. And after that they had some problems inside the team, and now they're coming back. I hopefully stronger, and I think they're like pretty strong team, and also like the new guild that is going to be made soon. I don't know if it's announced or no.
It's not announced, but I mean, we can tentatively say that one of your old friends is going to be on the roster, right?
Yes, and the rosters looks pretty insane. Like there's insane talents, and we will see if my old friend will like help them. Like make the team work pretty well, because I know he's capable of that. And what else we have? Oh, I don't really remember right now.
I mean, I think those two are the rosters that people in general are quite interested in.
Yeah. Oh, there's Giants as well, right?
Yeah.
And Excel. Oh, now I remember. There's like
Mm-hmm.
Giants, Excel, FPX, and Guild. I think that's the top 4 teams that you need to look forward, like watch them. And also G2, I think like it's still G2, right? No matter what team they have, they always do damage in tournaments. So I think that's the main top 5 teams I would recommend not to underestimate.
I do want to quickly talk about a couple of things that happened at Champions, because obviously you guys were kind of in the middle of just, I don't want to use the word drama, but it kind of felt like it was drama every single day it went on, with you guys having to replay your game and everyone on Twitter kind of losing their shit. Of course, you have to deal with some of the fans' interactions, which I know specifically for you on the team was not very nice to deal with. So talk me through all of that. How was it to go through something it felt like, everyone was talking about, everyone had an opinion on, when realistically you guys did nothing wrong, like it was out of your control?
Yeah, to be honest, the whole situation is very hard to like talk about right now as well. It was very hard to deal with as well mentally, and on Twitter, the whole situation broke me mentally for the first time, to be honest. Like all the messages I was getting, it was the first time in my life that I felt like I really need to talk to like our mental coach privately in the same day that it happened, because like I couldn't understand how can this happen to us, like that I even started believing that maybe it's our fault really, because like of the amount of messages I was getting after the game. We ended, I went to Twitter and I had like 2000 comments under my tweets and under my Instagram photos, on my private messages, like some bullshit comments. And I was like shaking, like I didn't know what to do. I'm like 19 years old, and all of this shit that I'm getting, I started to believe maybe that's true, maybe like that's the like thing we did wrong. And but yeah, it's already the past. Like you can only say unlucky for us, unlucky for VivoKid, because I think they're a very strong team coming into this tournament, and both of us and them, like it broke us both, like mentally. I think that's why I'm not saying they gave up on next game, but I think they also had a lot of mental problems coming into next games after that, like we did.
I mean, for on the players, I feel like you guys were affected the most. You guys and also Vivo players, because that is the worst situation to be in on an international tournament. But how did you guys get back into the swing of things? Because you ended up winning the whole tournament, and I think people forget that the tournament was not that long. You had what, a day, 2 days to try and correct your mentality. How did you manage that?
Mostly it was all of us dealing with it like individually. We like everyone knows himself the best, right? So they try to like me, for example, I try to spend time alone, like obviously talking with mental coach, I was listening to a lot of music, talking to like my family and stuff, and I cut off from Twitter, from everything for the for the days till NVS game. And yeah, and the second thing that helped us, I think, was playing from hotel, because we were very sure. We were very confident coming into this game because it was from hotels, so we are onliners, so it was pretty cool to play. We felt like in home, and that was the breaking point that helped us get back on track and forget about the situation that happened a couple of days before, and we
Mm.
just became the Arsenal that we knew. And after that game, we already knew that it can only go better and better.
I do want to ask you though about, because we don't have that many players who are kind of, I like to call them like showmen. You know, we have players that have a lot of emotions, or we have players that like to have fun, but maybe you, Boaster, Patipan are like the only players really that like to get on stage, and you like to dance, and you like to sing, you like to like put on a show. You know, you enjoy that, you have the confidence to do that. But how did it feel when I said this on Twitter to you before, but how does it feel when people kind of criticize your dancing, and then they see your dancing as something malicious, when I'm sure that you're not doing that in a malicious way? That's just how you express yourself, right?
Yeah, of course. Like it's not like something that I do like on purpose. I'm like coming into the game with a mentality. Yeah, I need to dance after this round. This round, I'm doing this after this. No, it's just me since I'm born like this. Like since I remember in school, I was like the kid with the most energy. Like every teacher was so mad at me in the school because I was so energetic, and I was doing a lot of problems in school and stuff. So as with friends, I'm the same. I'm literally the same with friends, with family. I'm always laughing, and it's not like I'm doing it because there's camera in front of me and I want to show myself. It's something that comes naturally for me, and I always loved it when I was watching like CS:GO tournaments and something. I always wanted to be part of this, and I'm really grateful to be here and living my dreams. And the people that are laughing at me, it's unlucky that they cannot be here and play on the stage because probably that's what they wanted to do, but it just didn't work for them. So all I can say is unlucky. Maybe try to
I,
chase your dreams more than blame others in the internet.
Well said. I love that you feel that way, because I completely agree with you. I feel like you have to be a certain kind of person to look at the dancing and think that's a problem, in my opinion. I don't think that's your issue. I think that's probably whoever that kind of holds those opinions, but I'm glad you haven't let it affect you. Now, one of the memes, of course, coming out of Champions, is particularly from Carlos and G2 themselves, is like, we sold Zeke to Ascend, like we've done the best deal. We got them to win. How do you feel about, you know, being able to play with Zeke on Ascend, and how good he's been this year as well?
I feel great, obviously. It was my friend since we started Valorant. Like we met each other at the beginning. We made a lot of Polish teams together. Then we like parted ways because it had to happen probably. So then we came back together and our chemistry was still the same. So I always wanted to play with him again, and I said to like Ascent when we were making changes with Korda, yeah, just trust me. Let's take Zeke. Let's try out him as the first person we take to tryouts, and they agreed. They trusted me, and it worked out perfectly. And Zeke is insane player, insane friend, insane person, and and yeah, I like him a lot.
You guys are so wholesome. I love it. Now we'll talk about you a little bit more in terms of the cooldown segment, or cooldown segment. Uh, there was a lot of talk on Twitter right after you guys won. Are they going to stay at Ascent? Is maybe an NA team going to come in and try and rip this roster apart and take them? But so far, everything I've seen, you guys are all staying together. You have all re-signed. Obviously, from a perspective of like a fan, it's a no-brainer. You guys are the best team in the world. Why would you break up? What about your perspective? Did you get any personal offers, maybe people trying to poach you? And what was your reasoning behind re-signing with Ascend?
Yes, there were some offers before champions as well, and also after. Obviously, like we won the champions, so like every team will try to get any of us. To be honest, right? Like every each player is worth something, and they would want to. They would like to have any of us in their teams, so they obviously tried their best, but we won champions. So in the end, no matter I think what happened, if like there was no like incidents like stealing girlfriends or something inside the team, uh, there's no way for us to like change the players, right? So we decided to stay all together and make history.
I like that because I think sometimes, with these teams and offers, and especially when you have like NA maybe coming into Europe and throwing like crazy money, some players kind of are tempted to leave. But I'm very glad you guys are all staying together. We get another year of you. And I think you guys are going to do very well like you did this year. And speaking of that, I think I read your tweet, for you, like in the beginning of 2021, you guys were CNED and friends, you were kind of no-namers, and at the end of 2021, you're world champions. How would you sum up your personal performance in 2021? And also, what do you want to achieve in 2022?
My personal performance like went from very low to like very high, I would say. Like at the beginning of the year when we were forming the team, I was like a bit of shy, like with unexperience. It was like my first, maybe second professional team because before it was Entropic, right? It was contract as well, but this was my second contract with like more structured, more like professional, uh, the whole environment and stuff. So I had a lot of things to learn to prove myself. And yeah, we were called Synod friends because sometimes we didn't deliver as we could. We knew we could deliver, but something was wrong, always on officials. But we've been working very hard across the whole year with our mental coach and all together to make all these things work. And I think they work pretty well. Like you could see even the difference between Masters 3 and Champions, like when we threw the game because we like I remember, I mean I don't remember, but because like from the 12-7 against 100 Thieves, like I don't remember any round. Like we ended the game, right? We lost, we were crying and stuff, and I didn't even remember what happened. Like I didn't remember a single round from 12-7 till 12-14. Really, I didn't remember anything. And I was so tunnel visioned. I think everyone was because of the like stress and stuff. It was our first tournament, so coming into champions, everything of that was fixed. And coming into next tournament, we will fix all the issues that we had on champions, so we will be even better than now.
I mean, do you feel like that you personally need to fix anything from champions? Like, what's your ceiling? Like, how much more can you improve?
Of course, I think like we played our 80 to 90% potential on champions. I feel like we make a lot of mistakes. Like every team, it's like it's tournaments, so everyone is stressing on in certain situations. You know, you could do better because like the stress makes you make bad decisions sometimes. So you always need to fix them. And I think there's a lot of mistakes I made as well, and there's a lot of things. There's always things to fix. You cannot say you're perfect player like simple also makes mistakes and he also fixes them, right? So we need to fix them.
Yeah, he doesn't make too many mistakes.
Yeah,
though, I
of
feel
course. Like CNED,
yeah, I mean CNED, he's just so consistent, right? Like as a player,
yeah.
and obviously he's always in the conversation whenever it comes to best player in the world. So how does it feel to, I guess, play with someone who is considered as the best player in the world, but also his personality, he doesn't really come across that way, right? He's not the one that's saying he's the best, it's everyone else.
Yeah, he's very humble person, and like in real life and also online as well, he's pretty quiet as well, but that's what I think bring him here, right? You know, like the thing that he doesn't stop. He know that he has to fight. When it comes to officials, he's always the same person. Like he doesn't change like under the pressure. He makes always the same decision like on practice. He's just insane. Like you can't describe it in words. Like it might be the same as Simple, right? Maybe the teammates of Simple thinks the same. I'm not comparing him to Simple, obviously. He's like still first year of CNED, but hopefully we will see more and more.
Does he ever do anything that kind of, are you constantly surprised by how good he is, or does he sometimes do something and you're like, how the has he done that?
You mean that how the hell he did like stupid mistake or like the insane move?
Insane moves.
Yeah, obviously, like he's very smart person. He's reading opponents very well, and also the jet mechanics makes him like do it even better than like he would do like on Sky or like on Cypher or I don't know. So obviously, and any player in our team can make insane moves that I will be surprised and I will learn from them as well. And I think that's the point, that we learn from each other. And I'm watching CNET and I'm becoming better. Easy.
I mean, that's a good person to watch. Now,
Yeah.
in that rematch against Vivo Keed, I was on the desk behind you guys on stage. I've never heard CNED shout in my life. Maybe he does more when he's kind of playing scrims with you guys, but there's like a picture of Bone Cold being like this, looking at CNED, like, what's happening? Were you surprised at CNED showing
Yeah.
so much emotion?
Oh my god. Coming into this situation in my head is insane. Like, I think about this and I'm like, oh my god, he really did that. What the hell happened? And it was like, so many emotions back then in any of us that I could see that CNET was really, I don't know how to call it, like burnt out of this whole situation, like because of the private problems before, like before the tournament, everything here also happening with Vivo Kid was also getting into him, and he knew that he has to step up and do this. I think because you don't do it like uh, I don't know how to say it, but he never does that. He never does that in practice. He never did that in official yet, and it was the first time. And I even said after this, "Oh my God!" I will not say the words I said because they are very bad, but yeah, I described it like, "Oh my God, what happened? We need to win this now because Cine just did this amazing thing." And
He's so fired up. He was
yeah, yeah,
he was so
everyone
into
was,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that was definitely a surprise because I didn't even know what his voice sounded like when he's screaming. So when he
yeah,
screamed, I was like, "That's not Starkso or Zeke.
yeah, yeah,
That's CNED."
yeah.
Now. When it comes to your team, like you have these personality, Bone Cold being very Finnish and he's cheeky, and CNED a little bit more quiet. You and Zeke, the two of you, I think you in particular, feel like the most positive and vocal person on stage, at least. How do you stay so, I guess, happy? It does come across that you're just always very happy.
Yeah, I mean, Zeke helps me a lot as well with his energy. We are very similar in a lot of things in life, so it just makes us very good, well made together. When we are together, we bring a lot of energy. When I cannot help my team in like bringing the positive circle in our team, Zeke always does that. So it's always good that we fit very very good with each other. But yeah, if when I'm not screaming at enemy team, I feel like our team is very scared. I could feel that in like game against Vivo Kid. They started screaming. I also tweeted that, right, because all the scandal that I was dancing, and CNET was clapping at them after the game. It was not like prepared. We didn't want to do anything because all the situation was very shit, I would say, and we just wanted to end this game and just go next. But they were like all the time, all the game, after every round, screaming and shouting, and we were just sitting because we said like, yeah, let's come humble into this game, like it's shit situation and stuff. And after like we started losing the rounds from the lead, and I felt like, yeah, if I will not start screaming and shouting at them, we will start losing because I could feel the like my teammates were very scared, and I started doing this, and we started getting more confidence back, and I feel like that's the most important thing I'm bringing to my team. uh, when yes,
And the singing.
and the singing
And the
sometimes,
clapping.
and the clapping as well.
Yeah. I love it all. I love it all. And now, lastly, for you, it's been quite a journey, and it's definitely only the beginning. Like you said, you're only 19. You're so young. You guys have won a world championship.
Already 20, but
Oh, you're 20 now?
yes, but I try to say 19 because I don't want to feel so old.
It's fine. I know exactly what you mean. I know 20 is not old.
Yeah.
20 is so young. You have a lot of time.
Yeah.
But you know, you're still young, still in the very beginning of what is probably going to be a super long Valorant journey. But it feels like in Valorant, there's a lot of young players, and some of them, you know, they get a little bit lucky. Maybe they get on a good team, or some of them who are very talented and seem to make some mistakes sometimes, whether that's being toxic, whether not being a good teammate, that they kind of fall out of the scene and fall behind. And with everything being so competitive next year, I feel like there's going to be, you know, more of a chance for some of the young players to make those mistakes. What advice do you have, you know, as someone who's currently kind of living this life, to give to young players to make sure that they don't make any stupid mistakes that could cost them their career, you know?
I think the most important thing to do in team is to be good friends, you know. That's the main thing you should think about when you make the team. You need to have insane chemistry inside. You need to like treat each other well in game. After someone makes mistake, you don't shout at him. You don't say like, what the hell you did here, but you try to cheer him that he could maybe play better next time or something after the game. So they always think like you can be behind them and always cheer for them, and that's the main thing. You don't need to have 5 insane individuals, Imers, the best players, because that just destroys team. I think that players have a lot of ego. I'm not saying everyone, right? But people like this, when you like put them all together, there's too much ego and stuff like this inside that it's just not working. You just need a family. And I'm like old grandpa right now when I'm saying this, but that's true. I think this is how we made this team. We built a really nice family, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, you're not the grandpa. MBS is the grandpa. It's all good.
Yes. I'm grandson, right? This is how you say
it. Yeah, exactly. You're the grandson. Well, thank you very much, Saxo. It's been a pleasure to have you. And thank you to Tyler, who will be back next week, I hope. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, subscribe, give us a like. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you want to listen instead of watching. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you.